A fantastic job raising your kids, and Travis. And for that, let's say cheers. Happy glass.
I had to take a washroom break there, and while I was gone, I see Lucas
If you guys want to let them know that there's dessert here
in the washroom
and coffee.
That's a fact. On the other hand, and on a heavier note, in the beginning, when I was asked to do this MC thing for Travis and Pam, of course I'm honored. But in the very beginning, the way this thing started out, is I was actually asked to say something about my sister, which is Travis's mother. I'm the baby of the family, so I was raised by my sister, and I probably figured for that reason there's no better person that could stand here and say something about my sister. First of all, before I say anything, I know in my heart she's right here. So. Janie, my beautiful sister, and Travis's mom, as you know, went to heaven a couple years ago, almost exactly 2 years ago. And because this is a milestone in your life, Travis, we know her spirit celebrates with you today, and you, Pam. And that she loves you and is so proud of both of you right now. What is so special is that Jane, she actually told you, Pamela, or told you, Travis, that Pamela was the one and already welcomed her to the family. And that's huge. That's huge. So in remembering that all of that adds up to today, really enjoy your day, please, and your night. Have fun, smile, and know that she loves you and that she's with us here today. I can feel her beautiful presence all around us. So let's have a good time here today, tonight, and be happy, simply because it's the way she'd want it to be. I guess it's time I'm gonna introduce the groom. I normally would introduce the groom and the bride up here, but I think the groom wants to do that himself. So Travis, come on, please. Travis Hall. I'm gonna keep the kids out of the bathroom now.
I'm Travis.
large impact in my life, and you've all shaped me. The man that I am here today, and I'm so very pleased to have you all sharing this very momentous day. And your help, your support, your love, your time, you've all made this into what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a celebration of love, and thank you for that. For that, Maurice Glass to say, muchas gracias. It's good, right? Helps. I'd like to now take a moment and thank most of all my beautiful wife, Carol. Pamela, thank you for making my heart a home in yours. And thank you for being my best friend, confidant, my darling. Thank you for bringing Lucas and Henrietta into my life. They are two of the most precious children. And Pamela, thank you. Thank you for always standing with me in and through dark times. And thank you for bringing me closer to Jesus. Thank you for bringing MJ to this world and showing me a love that I never truly knew existed. And Pamela, no laughing, please. This is serious. Thank you for making me fall so helplessly and completely in love with you. And finally, thank you for saying I do. Ti amo, Emma. Siempre y per siempre. Salud.
That was beautiful. Daniel, you don't have to compete with that, man. You just have to say what you're going to say.
I'm Pamela, right? With a big white dress. And I would just like to thank each and every one of you for being here today and sharing in our special day. Thank you very much to my husband for showing up today. And to Kyle for keeping his promise that he was going to show up. Travis and I met a of IKEA. And as soon as we met, he wanted to take me to the back of his truck and show me something. So here I am, very lovable and very, okay, I got in. And he showed me a picture that he had in the back of his truck. So it wasn't what you guys think it was. Well, after that, I thought he was a very nice young man and didn't think much of it. And then a couple weeks later, we met again. And this time I was with my children. And, my children were mesmerized by him. He captivated their heart. And for that, I thank you, because you chose my kids. The two most precious things I have. And then, in turn, he gave me a third.
You guys can open the bar.
Having Lucas immediately fell in love with him. And his kind and warm heart. And who could say no to those big blue eyes and that big smile? It just warms my heart. And most of you all know, when you see him smile, he just lights up a room. So, thank you very much for choosing us to be and to walk along with you along this special journey. And I just pray every day that God will protect us and bless us as husband and wife and a family. So, thank you again. I love you.
Wow, is that ever a nice pick? Thank you both for having us all here today. I guess we're going to start rocking and rolling pretty quick. I think the DJ there's getting a little itchy. We are going to start, actually going to start a slideshow right away. Well, pretty soon. Sorry about that. I don't mean right away, I mean pretty soon. We got all night, right? Yeah. Right. There you go. Plus 1 hour. At this time, every time I'm at a wedding, I've been to so many because I'm married to a Portuguese girl, I always wonder, why don't they ask this question more often? So does anybody else at this moment want to come up here and say anything to the bride, for the bride, or to the bride and the groom? Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's on a roll. Mr. Hoff.
Just have a little caution. When we bought our acreage and moved out there, and I gave Travis a little thing to do some cutting. And later on, we were in the hospital, he had some stitches. 2 years ago, we were working together, Travis and I were one-man, two-man construction crew. I have a clipping of a newspaper clipping. Travis winning a trophy of a paramedic, Alberta paramedic, what do you call it? He won the Alberta paramedic championships at the Charlotte Conference Center. He's got a trophy. So we were out doing some concrete one day, and I gave him the knife to do something like this. Oh, Dad. I just stabbed myself. What am I going to do? What do I do? Well, I look at him. And I said, well, we got to go home because I got some sutures at home. So we ran home, stripped him of his pants, some sutures on there, back to work. I have first aid, he's got paramedic, Alberta Paramedic Championship. But let's real. Anyway, keep him away from the knives.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hall. I almost forgot, actually, this is really important that I don't forget this because it's very meaningful. There was a time when, geez, I don't know if I should do this, but there was a time that Pamela had a boyfriend when she was young, and her and one of her friends who doesn't wish to be named, were sitting on a stage with a class right at the front of the auditorium, and they noticed this person walk into this gymnasium very awkwardly. Pam, she made a silly gesture, and these two started laughing, and they started laughing, and they were crying and laughing, and it was so uncontrollably stupid after a while for such a long time that it got to the point to where they realized that some of the parents were wondering what was going on, and you know what, maybe I should invite that person home and tell the rest of the story. I don't know. If that person doesn't get up, I will make them get up. Because after that, there was a time, about something else she told me, so maybe she wants to come up. Oh, look at that. You know what, we've got to have you ladies come up and tell something funny, because, quite frankly, I'm dying here. And the truth is, you've got your stories. These ladies have been so good, they've emailed me situations and this and that, but the truth is, they know from the heart. And, you know, everything about today, this whole thing, it's all in God's hands. So let these two tell it like it is.
Yes. Okay. Great. I'm Rachel. I'm one of the bridesmaids. And the story's just a little bit mixed up. There was a situation at grad where Pam, you know, like she makes these funny gestures and she'll like try to lighten the mood and stuff like that. So anyways, this person walked in and she made this silly gesture and she then just started laughing. And we could not stop laughing. It just got worse and worse and worse to the point where like we were totally distracting our grad. So, you know, there were parents in the house. The first time in there, yeah. She has another one to tell in a second. But anyway, so yeah, it just became very funny because then the teacher started to wonder what was going on. Everybody was looking at us, and then it just made it funnier. We could not stop laughing. So that was that one story. So the rest of like to tell a story about one of Pam's now ex-boyfriends, and then I will follow up with another story about that same ex-boyfriend. Where's the MC? We agreed on this. You told this story so much better than I did. Come on, please. You like the segue was
Okay, well, there was a basement with a mysterious window, and the window had blinds, and the blinds were very close together, but you could still see down into that basement. Well, this little girl right here, she stood there in the dark, outside. Oh, she wasn't by herself, but she stood there with her friends, and she peeked through that window. Okay, they peeked through that window. And on a regular basis, it's getting good, just let me get to that point, okay? You mean, well, you know what? The truth is, when they peeked that window, what they saw was magnificent. And it was Pamela with a bunch of girlfriends she didn't even know existed. And they were partying. And at the end of it all, Family?
Probably like the best thing to do right now. Like, let's just get into it. Because I think we're all ready to do that. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a story. I never did. I think you should tell your story because you
Okay, if you didn't know, when you were dating Alex, you went to Joe's house sometimes, at lunchtime, and Larissa and other nameless friends, not me, I did not do this, followed you there and peeped through the windows to see what you guys were doing, and they would like watch you guys make out. There you have it. Now you know. Okay, but this relationship with this guy, Alex, did not last forever. And so they did eventually break up. And so Pam and our friend Riley and I decided that something needed to be done about the way that he had treated Pam before they broke up. Now Pam and I were not, we were pretty good girls. We didn't get into trouble. Riley was a bit of a different story. But we didn't know what to do. We didn't know what to do. Yeah, just hang on. We'll get to that, okay? So we decided that we were going to come up with a plan to get back at her ex-boyfriend at the time. This is in high school, just so everybody knows. Okay, so we thought this was very clever. We were going to drive by his house and egg his car. So we got up the nerve to buy the eggs and drive down the street, and finally